This show brought to you by... Do you have a butt kicker or transducer that's not getting the job done? Is it shaking to just the low-end sounds? What if it shook when it was supposed to? SimVibe is an advanced multi-dimensional audio-based feedback software that utilizes 1 to 8 bass transducers and provides the correct physics-based vibrations throughout your simulator. This can greatly enhance immersion and drivability. All you need is one shaker, an extra sound card, and SimVibe software. Check it out for yourself. Go to simexperience.com and then click on products and then SimVibe. Welcome to Inside Sim Racing and my review and first look of the new Thrustmaster T3PA-PRO pedal set. And this is another item to add to the ecosystem lineup of products. And you may be saying, well, and I don't have one sitting here because it's on my rig, but you may be saying, those look a lot like the T500 pedals, and they're honestly almost identical. The only real difference is the color scheme on the pedal faces, where the original T500s were red. It doesn't have the finger pinch guard behind the pedals. And this set comes with the conical brake mod that I've talked about that come with the T3PA standard set of pedals. So you can use that mod on these pedals as well. So the other difference is that these are standalone. These pedals were only available either secondhand through the open market, or on eBay, or in our forums we have people selling products, or if you bought a T500 set. And T3PA stands for Thrustmaster 3-Pedal Add-on. The T3PA-PRO pedal set should be available by the end of the month in Europe for a suggested retail price of €169.99, and by mid-April here in the States for $149.99. So check with your local Thrustmaster dealer or distributor, and here in the States, check with Amazon, they're a good source. The T3PA-PRO pedals can be used in 2 different positions. Floor mounted, considered F1 style, or inverted/suspended position, which is referred to as GT or rally style. And since they are part of the ecosystem, they work with the T500 RS, which obviously you're not going to need because you probably already have a set, the TX458 Italia racing wheel, and the T300 RS. They are also compatible with the PC, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One, and you need a Thrustmaster base to plug these in. These are not standalone. Actually, there was a couple guys that made adapters to where you could plug this in as a standalone set of USB pedals, but they don't come standard that way. After unpacking them, the first thing you should do is go to the Thrustmaster website and download the assembly instructions. That is, if you need to. The pamphlet inside the box recommends that and doesn't show you anything except for the different mounting positions, which are the F1 style or the GT style, like I mentioned previously. The GT style will need some reconfiguring, and it's fairly easy to do, but you should probably check the manual just to be sure. And I'm going to have a link to the manual here in the description of the show, so if you don't want to go looking for it, just click on the link here in our description. If you're going to leave them in the floor-mounted position, you could essentially remove the lateral bar or the support bar because it's honestly not needed. And some cockpits won't support the pedals if that bar is still attached. And basically you remove this little C-clip from the mount, and that bar will come right off and it'll give you just a flat pedal set. For instance, the GT Omega Pro, which I've sitting right behind me, will not accept the pedals with that bar, and you can't invert them and mount them to that cockpit just due to the way that the chassis, the front of the chassis is designed and slopes down. You just can't fit it up into there. So some chassis will support it in inverted mode, and some will not. So if you do want them inverted, the first thing you're going to need to do is install the lateral supports for that bar. And that's pretty simple, just a couple bolts. Then you need to remove the diamond plate piece and reinstall it on the support bar for inversion. It's attached with 4 hex screws and wing nuts. They come with full extra set of hardware, so just in case you lose something or want to replace something, some hex wrenches for the installation, and you're ready to go. Once you do that, you need to swap out the pedal faces so that the throttle is on the right and the clutch is on the left. And the pedal faces can be adjusted in a number of ways, no matter if you have it inverted or F1 style. In terms of spacing, there's 3 possible positions per pedal. Angle of inclination, there's 2 possible positions per pedal. And height, there's 4 possible positions for the gas pedal and 3 positions for the brake and clutch pedals. So that being said, you may need to do some trial and error to get them exactly the way you want, but with the supplied 2.5mm hex wrench, it's simple to do. It just takes you a few minutes. There's also 2 brake mods now. The one that came with the original set of T500 pedals, which is referred to as the spring brake mod. It's composed of an additional compression spring, and the pressure force can be adjusted between 30 and 35 pounds. It also comes with the conical brake mod that came with the standard T3PA pedals. It's composed of a conical stop made from industrial grade high density rubber. The pressure force can be adjusted between 45 and 70 pounds. I recommend the conical mod over the spring brake mod just because I just like it better. It has a better, more realistic feel for me. And the conical or spring brake mod can be mounted in 3 different locations for varying degrees of pressure. And then on the conical brake mod, you can adjust it in or out to accommodate, different levels of pressure as well. Most cockpits and wheel stands are drilled to accept the T500 pedals, and these are identical. The hard mount spots are the exact same. You'll need at least 2 M6 10mm bolts to screw in to attach them. Your local hardware store should have them for less than $1, so just head on over there and just look for in the metric section if you're here in the States, and look for M6. If you have an older or custom chassis and need to drill the pedal deck, there's a template at the Thrustmaster website, and I'm also going to have a link to that in the description just in case you need that, so you can use that template to line up those hard mount holes. If you've inverted them, your hard mount spots are here, and if you have them in the floor mount spots, you have these 6 holes to choose from. Also, once you have them connected to your wheelbase, you'll need to invert the electronics by holding the mode button for a few seconds. When you let go, the light should go green, which means it's in inverted mode. So red means F1 style, green means GT style. So enough about the setup, and now on to how they perform. With the conical brake mod, I highly recommend this set. They offer 1028 steps of resolution. I think that's 10 bits. Correct me if I'm wrong here in the comments, but I think it's 10 bits of resolution, which makes for smooth operation on all 3 pedals. I prefer the conical brake mod, and in all honesty, I'm not sure a load cell is needed when you have a mod like this. It basically does the same thing by requiring you to apply progressive pressure on the brake pedal, which helps with consistency during threshold braking. I have them installed in my primary PC racing chassis right now, and I inverted them, and I'm going to be running them in the upcoming 12 hours of Sebring, so that's how much I like them. So now on to my final thoughts. I'd like to see Thrustmaster come out with an adapter to where you can plug this in as a standalone USB set of pedals, because honestly, I think these pedals will give any set of pedals that are competitively priced a run for their money. For $150 here in the States, and let's say they added another $20 for that adapter, I think I would prefer these pedals over a set of Club Sports. And sure, Club Sports have a load cell. Both sets of pedals are made of just about all metal, and I honestly don't think, I think a load cell is, sure, it's great, but with the conical brake mod, I'm getting the same performance. So I would like to see them come out again with like a USB adapter, so where you just plug the pedals into this adapter and they sell it as an extra kit, because then guys with, say, a DFGT or a G27 that want to upgrade their pedals and go for an inversion kit. I mean, G27 is a good set of pedals too, but I like these better. Guys like that could get these pedals as a standalone set. Another thing I'd like to see them do is offer that conical brake mod to all the guys that bought the T500 or are buying a T500 set, so they could add that conical brake mod to it, because honestly, I don't think you need anything else. I don't think you need a load cell. Basher Boards makes a kit for that, and honestly eliminates the need for that one too. So I'd like to see them add that as well. In closing, I would highly recommend these to somebody that's looking to add a 3-pedal set to their T300 RS or their TX racing wheel base. And again, it's compatible with the Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and the PC. And a high-end set of pedals are really cool, like Derek Spear Designs or the Husingveld or those, but I'm honestly just as fast with these. And you know what? A lot of times it comes down to how comfortable you are with your equipment, and I get comfortable really quick with these pedals. So again, I highly recommend them. Huge thumbs up. great to see Thrustmaster adding more products to the ecosystem lineup. And man, if you're in the market for a 3-pedal set for that bass, I would definitely go pick them up. So that's going to wrap things up for this first look and review of the Thrustmaster T3PA-PRO pedal set that again is available soon. 2 weeks here, or 2 weeks in Europe, and within a month, right about mid-April here in the States. $150 here in the States, 170 euro in Europe. So it's a great deal for a quality set of pedals. So you don't have to be looking for a used set anymore. So anyway, I'm Darren Ganshi for Inside Sim Racing. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this look. I'll see you guys next time.